clap.
Yeah, do your clap. There you go.
Scene 1, take 1. Bruce interviews Tomer.
I should probably turn on the machine, right?
Yes, that could happen.
All right.
So let's do the clap now.
We should have done the cheer instead of the clap.
Yeah.
That would have been better.
Cheers.
All right, so I have Tomer Regev with me. How we doing today, Tomer?
Fantastic, best day of my life.
You know, it's not really the beer talking. So just so you guys know, we are at a CAPS meeting here, which is the Canadian Association of Professional Speakers. We are in Moxie's, which is the bar in the hotel where we hold the meeting. And so we didn't feel right to do without a beer. And at the same time, if you hear a little background music, don't worry about it. That's just the restaurant. So listen, let's talk about you. Forget about me. So you were just, let's just talk about the afternoon. You were just in an afternoon session. How was it?
It was the best afternoon session I've ever been through.
Yeah, it was really good. Now, you're a branding guy. You're a designer. You're a speaker. So how'd you become a designer? Let's talk about that first. What'd you do?
Well, I think I was born a designer, and I kind of realized that I was one by watching my grandfather and my father. Your podcast, the audiences of your podcast are car guys, they're truck guys, and girls, right? They're automotive. So it's important for me to mention that I was one too. Because I came into this world being the son of a mechanical engineer, electrical engineer for automotives, and my grandpa was a car mechanic. He had a 5-bay outdoor shop, and he only catered to VWs. He was very specialized. Yeah.
So how long have you been a designer? How long have you been doing that job?
So I would have to tell you my age up loud because I don't mind. 46 years. And why? How old are you? 55.
55.
You don't look a day past 46.
I cut out all the gray. I usually go for a haircut once a week, but I didn't make it today. So sorry. Go ahead.
Of course, but you keep like a fresh look because you laugh all the time. You have a very positive attitude. So that keeps us young. Right, and also thinking that we're young keeps us young too.
So how long were you a designer? You got into the age. You got into my age. See how we did that? That's just different. So how long were you actually being a designer?
My formal design I received from attending the School of Architecture at the University of Toronto, where I realized that I wanted to be a designer for the rest of my life. I also know from my all of the background that I acquired afterwards that we are all designers. It's just a matter of us realizing that we are ones and then finding out the niche we want to design.
So you're designing. I just want to make sure that we're clear on what you're designing. So you're designing for automotive, but are you putting the plans together for cars, or what is it in the automotive industry you're designing?
Right. So I left the automotive industry 2 years ago. Being, I guess, a designer in my family business organization. And I design right now experiences for customers. So the customer experience, I design it. And I also design all the marketing materials for my customers.
Okay, so you're a mix of marketing, branding, IT, design, everything. You doing all that?
Yes, I'm a mix. I'm a man of all trades. Who realize that we have to specialize in one thing and one thing only. Like Quigley said in City Slickers, that life is about one thing, and it's up to you to find what that one thing is.
So if you are designing, so how did you got in into the automotive part, but what kind of schooling or programs did you have to go through to get into the design? So let's say somebody's going, oh, I want to be a designer as well. What is it they would have to look at? Because it's quite different than probably what I might look at, which would be graphic design, web design, which is more what the design I do. What kind of programs and schooling did you need to do for your profession?
So I went through the School of Architecture, and that kind of gave me a scope of being a bird's eye view designer of everything. Design has to do with contextual gestures, let's put it this way. To make it simple is you can't just design and say me, me, me. You got to design in a context of other things around you.